Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? I hope we're doing well. Oh, I won't lie. Sorry I didn't stream Friday. Some things happened. Um, I meant to stream, but also I love when my family makes plans without me knowing and then expects me to go along with it. So I'm just like, well, fuck me, I guess. Yeah, always happens. Which, yeah, explains the tenuous relationship we currently have. But, nonetheless, we are here. Oh my gosh, what happened to my things? So many things need to be reconfigured now. I love that for me. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's bring that there. Now you fit. Great. Sorry. I had to reconfigure some stuff. Anyway, we're going to get into more of our life today, see how much we can continue. Alright, I'm back. Yes, we're back. Hi, BCD. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, no, we actually managed to gain 5 more followers, including... Well, you met them. They're in the Discord. Natasha Says Plays recently joined us. So, yeah. It's nice to see you again, BCD, after everything. We're close to our goal. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, I just noticed the little emote that you used, and I'm like, oh no. Don't feel sad. I'm just glad you were here, part of the early journey. I don't know why. I don't know what's really funny. From the last time I was hanging out with my sister, including today, we both realize I exude middle child energy, but there's only 2 of us, so technically I'm the youngest. But I really do act like I'm the middle child. It's insane. I'm gonna move me over. Now you see both the hands. Yeah, no, I apparently exude middle child energy without actually being a middle child. I kind of am thinking about why, and it's got me in a weird mental place, not gonna lie. Because I was like, I'm used to kind of being that forgotten kid anyway. No, my mother actually had a really difficult pregnancy with me, and had she tried to carry another child, um, we could have easily lost her instead. So, yeah, because of how difficult her pregnancy was with me, they chose not to have another kid. But, yeah, but they have mentioned, the idea of, if we had another kid, it probably would have been a boy, and to go along with the theming of our names, it also would have began with K. I think the joke was for, his name would be Kevin. And I'm like, yeah, no, he would actually be so much more different than me and my sister. I think he would actually be more of, the peacemaker between everyone in the family, because I'm too intense. My sister is generally, we feed onto each other's energies a little too much sometimes. But also, I'm like, if I had a younger sibling, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I would have a different mess of psychological issues than I do now. But at least I'd have another person to share the burden with. I don't know. But I'm in a weird mental place with it. And I can't explain why. I can't explain it. I'm like, I'm a middle kid without actually being a middle kid. I also think, between how my relationship is with my sister now, had we a third sibling, we all would have gotten along. I think the joke was if I had another sibling, because our last name is Angeles, his first name would be Los, so his name would be Los Angeles. Nickname LA. Yeah. I don't know if I consumed a twin before I knew it. My parents did not actually know what gender I would be when my mom was pregnant with me. That much I know. But it was only me in the womb. It was only me. They actually thought I was going to be a boy. So my name was still going to be Kai. It was actually going to be Kai Simon rather than, my actual name. But here I am. I'm still a Kai. They just, I don't know, feminized my name a little more. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing to think about. I'm like, a potential sibling I could have had. I feel like I would have been a good older sister. I don't know. I don't know now. For now, I technically have the kids I babysit when I go to like religious events or like part of that religious group my parents are in that very much feels like a goddamn cult. That's what Christianity is in general. A goddamn cult. I have them. So, I that need is kind of, I don't know, satiated in a way? But yeah, no, I was like, I definitely know what it feels like to be like that forgotten middle child without actually being the middle child. And I don't know how to feel about that. It's freaking me out a little bit more than expected, so. Yeah, I can't stop thinking about the possibility of just having a third sibling. Oh, I know, every religion is a cult. It's just the fact that, like, I'm Filipino, right? Filipinos are a special kind of cult when it comes to religion in general, especially if like you meet a Christian Filipino. Most of us are all a part of this one religious group that is found just about everywhere in the world. So you technically always know someone. Yeah, you technically always know someone. No matter where we go. Well, I won't lie. It's a weird, weird thing. It's a weird thing, and I'm back. My Discord, like, OBS kind of disconnected for a bit. I'm back. I hate when you do this to me. Okay, I'm back. I hate when you do this to me, OBS. This is great. This is great. I love when things get all messed up. Great. I'm back. I'm back. OBS was being stupid and weird. Religion is just great. Here's the thing about like the religious group that my parents are a part of, because almost every Christian Filipino you meet is part of this goddamn group. You just know about everyone anywhere in the world because we're everywhere. And like, they try to set their kids up with each other. It's a weird place. I don't know. It does kind of feel like a cult when I'm in there. But hey, I'm back. How are we doing? OBS loves to disconnect and reconnect out of nowhere, so I hope I'm back. Anyway, we're at our life. We are adults. Cove is our fiance now. Our moms celebrated their anniversary the last time we played this. We'll see what happens when the wedding is for us. Yeah, okay. Today would be your last day in Sunset Bird. The only thing you had planned was some family time in the old neighborhood. You figured you'd see where the day took you from there. Oh, hi, honey. Hi. Why do I do this? Why do I get giggly when I'm like, oh, there's our romantic partner? I'm a lonely human being, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that out. Let's admire our partner. Yawning again, you glanced over at your clothes. There's just one more day to live out of your bag. I'm in a weird place right now. I am such a weird place right now. I can't explain this. I'm really fucking. Oh, this would be cheeky. This would be a little saucy, but I kind of like the idea. Hmm. Honestly, though, I'm really looking forward to having my whole wardrobe again instead of living out of my bag. But this be funny. I want to see that reaction. Number one or number three? We'll see. I'm kind of feeling number three. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, oh, no. You look nice in whatever you wear. You always do. Oh, sweetheart, you're so nice to me. God, am I just really lacking in anything whatsoever that I take the simplest compliments? There's so many issues I have. I realize this now. Oh, you knew from the tone of his voice that Cove was sincere, and his praise warmed your chest. Oh, all right, all right. Let's get things going. Our families are waiting. Mm. Oh, oh, so sweet. Oh yeah, I should probably mention what we're gonna do next after our life, because I do have semi plans, but they're not actually set in stone. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna try to do what remains of Edith Finch. I hope you guys are willing to come with me on that journey, because that's gonna be a wild ride. And hey, I have Minecraft now, so we can do some cute, cozy building streams together. And who knows, maybe now I can emotionally destroy you with what I've written for Minecraft. Because, yes, I wrote stuff out, and I'm going to be the worst version of myself. But as a version of myself I thought I locked away all those years ago, nope, I've been holding that person on to since I was 12, and I'm 23 now. God, I have so many issues. We're going to just use my Minecraft streams as a way of, like, I guess therapy for myself. So I hope you'll be along for the ride. Should be interesting. Oh, and remember, 35 followers, we're going to be doing a Hogwarts quiz stream. 45 is our Lego stream, because we're going to be building a Lego Star Wars figure that I have off the side there. And then 50, I'm letting chat decide what we do for stream that day. So, just to keep that in mind. Anyway, let's continue. Nodding, you and Cove swiftly finished getting ready in the small hotel room. This is such a nice hotel room. Like, it's nice and spacious and has a lot of stuff. Bed looks nice and comfortable. Damn. It's a nice place. Now I'm just thinking of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and I'm like, yeah, no. This is on par with like a suite, even if it's just a hotel room. As soon as you had your stuff together and were ready to go, you were off. During the ride there, you and Cove decided to visit his dad's house first this time. Well, we gotta make sure our in-laws are feeling loved from us too. Besides, they've gotten so much closer in the years past. When you got dropped off, Cove eagerly hopped out into the street with his eyes locked on his father's condo. I love the fact that their relationship has gotten better. I love this for them. We love our soft boys being nice, having a good relationship with their fathers. We love this. Your gaze fell upon your fiancé. He stood in the middle of the street where you grew up together, while the while the summer sun made him shine. Though he was the brightest light in your eyes, no matter what. I'm so happy this is the route we went with. I'm so happy about this. A playful grin spread across your face. It was a beautiful day, and a beautiful boy. Aww. That's so sweet. Hey! Welcome back, BCD. Sorry, my OBS acted up and kind of disconnected us for a bit, but we're back now. Weird shit happens. I don't know why. My laptop hates me, apparently. Welcome back, BCD. By the way, I need to mention this now. So, BCD, the wonderful, wonderful BCD has made a new server for us. The invite is in the old server. If you want to switch over to there, I suggest you click it now. Yeah, go on to our Discord server, and if you're not part of the Discord server, we should try to invite. Yep. Thank you, BCD. You're the best. I do appreciate you so much. So much more than you know. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Okay. What was I doing again? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, we're back. I'm gonna lock myself into this. I love my cozy little dating sims. I do actually have another dating sim that I found for free, so we're gonna do that later on, but we'll see. Okay, Cove strode up. Cove strode up. It's such a weird combination of words. Thank you, BCD. Love you. Appreciate you. But no, Cove strode up. It's such a weird combination of words. I understand what it means. It's just hearing it said out loud is freaking me out. I can't explain why, though. My brain is weird. I clicked on it before. This is what I get for clicking off of it and then clicking back on. That's my fault. It's okay. We followed at his side as he poked his head in. You closed the door behind you both. Hello? I refuse to give voices to these people. I do not remember them anymore. I refuse to do it. I really wish I remembered what their voices sounded like in my head, but now I can't remember what voices I did for them. Ah! You found Cliff and Kyra in the kitchen, getting breakfast ready. Kyra was cutting an apple, while Cliff was watching a frying pan sizzle. Cove's Paris... not Paris. Parents. Cove's parents waved from across the room, not straying from their task. My God, I can read. Mr. Holden, good morning, you two. Ah, shit. I gotta move my head. I gotta move. I keep forgetting, like, I have to keep moving around. There we go. This is it. Go get some rest, BCD. Thank you for coming to today's stream. I do appreciate you so much more than words can say. Go take care of yourself. The VOD will still be here. Or, you know, if Twitch somehow, for some reason, doesn't let me save these goddamn VODs, find it on YouTube. You know, everything's there. But for now, please take care of yourself. Go sleep. Of course. I'm gonna copy and paste that now. Yeah. Alright? Bye! Thank you so much. Honestly, BCD, absolute fucking rock star. Please send them as much love as possible. They deserve it. Please be kind, everyone. Alright. So that invite is there. ever staying on my laptop. So, there we go. And then there were just us. Alright. I've moved myself so we can see our mother-in-law's face. These are our in-laws. They're very attractive human beings. God damn. And then there's us. I don't know what's going on. How? Why was this? Anyway. Yeah. Hello. Good morning and hello to you too. I hope you slept well. Thanks for swinging by. You're more than welcome to join us for breakfast here. If you haven't already eaten, of course. We haven't yet. Though, even if we had, there's always room for more. You and your endless void of a stomach. So cute. Kyra chuckled. She put down the knife she had in her hand so that all of her attention could be on her son. I love that they're all getting along after the hardships that we all went through with them. I love this for them. You're still my giant growing baby boy. We'll always be our parents' babies no matter how old we get. Cute. Please. It's so cute though. Kyra didn't pay Cove's whining any mind. Instead, she put a finger up to her lip as she thought, her eyes on you, then glimpsing towards a window. I wonder, do you think your family's eaten yet, Kai? No clue. I haven't checked in with them yet. You got to be the first stop. Your eyes flickered over to the clock on their oven. I swear it can read. I'm just jumbling my words together today. I don't know why. Anyway, given the time, your moms may have eaten, or they could be having a slower morning. It was a coin toss either way. Well, give them a call. They can come over. Cove nodded, a sage expression on his face. I don't understand what that means, but you know what? He looks pretty content with life, so I'm gonna go with it. Making them breakfast is the least we could do after how much food I ate at their house growing up. Well, true, bud. Very true. Well, at least, you felt welcome and part of the family to be able to eat out of their fridge for as long as you did, bud. But hey, you're practically family anyway. We'll be married soon. Alright. You took out your phones. Even though your moms both had cells for years, the house number was the one you had memorized as a kid and the first entry on your contacts list. Aw, cute. Love that. Love that for you. As the call connected, you tapped the speaker button. You figured it would be easier if everyone could hear what was going on. You heard a click and familiar static. Ma! Hello, Kai. It's nice to hear from you. Hey, Ma. Guess who's currently across the street in a kitchen full of food and an invitation to share said food? You waited a beat. It's me. I'm at the Holdens, and they wanted to invite you and everyone over to eat with us. What do you say? That sounds delightful. Pamela and I can do that. Liz and Lee should be able to make it too. Would that be fine? Cliff took a step forward and spoke loudly so that his voice would be picked up. It definitely would be. The more the merrier. Oh. We may have gotten together for dinner last night, but there's no law that we can't do it again for breakfast today. Enjoy the company while you can, is what I think. Ma giggled, and you could hear some rustling over the line. Oh, is Mom gonna talk? Oh, no, it's just Ma. It's okay. Thank you. I'll let them know and we'll be right over. Cliff gave a thumbs up. Cove shook his head with amusement. It's like, they're on the phone. They can't see you. Dad just gave a thumbs up. I'm telling you since you can't see him over the phone. Ah, you goofy man. It's okay. Kyra snorted, and Ma's laughter rang out, filling the kitchen. Cliff switched the thumbs up hand to instead scratch the back of his head. So funny. Well, sounds like we'll see you soon. Goodbye for a while. I love how sweet and cozy our families are all together. See, this is much more my speed. We're going to do more cozy style games here. As much as I do enjoy horror games, I don't think I personally could actually play them. So, that, just a heads up from there on. You could feel her smile from her voice. Bye, Ma. Oh. You ended the call with a satisfying tap of the red button. Cliff's eyes wandered around the space. We better get cooking. I can help. Just tell me what we're making. No way! Your guess! Kara and I have got this. Oh? Should I be worried? I feel like I should be worried. Do you think we should be worried? I don't know. I'm a little concerned. But we'll see. She grinned. There was something playful in the twist of her lips. I couldn't have said it better myself, Cliff. I've been in your spot before. There's no choice but to accept it. But there's no choice but to accept it. He was like, okay. All right. I see when I'm outnumbered. Cove sighed, but from the sparkle in his eyes, you could see that he was entertained. Fine. I guess we'll just hang out over here, I guess. Good. Cove walked over into the living room and gestured at the couch. We both took a seat, getting a comfortable spot to wait for food and family. Aww. Cove tilted towards his parents with his chin, then shook his head with a gentle smile, silently asking if you could believe this. All you had was a small shrug. Well, silent shrug. I can't read. What's happening? Brain, not braining. I love when this happens to me, don't you? When your brain just doesn't want to brain. Time passed, filled with light chatting. Cove kept a careful watch on his parents' culinary progress, and teasingly kept a running commentary. Dad added another pinch of salt. I wonder if that was a good idea. Cliff had to raise his voice to project over to the living room. He sounded very amused. It's funny that you, of all people, are commenting on my salt usage. We were both born and raised in salt water. Well, he ain't wrong there. He's got you on the ropes, so we'll see. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Besides, I'm sure you remember back when you were about 12 and tried to make... Oh? What did he try to make? What was the salty? What was the tea? Please tell me. Am I never going to figure it out, though, actually? We'll see. See where this takes us. Cove flushed slightly, but his smile remained as bright as ever. Do you really want to start to Ooh, I can say this. I can read. I can do this. We got this. Do you really want to start talking about cooking mistakes, Dad? Because I remember a lot of things, too. Like, what about that chowder that was supposed to be a pie? Oh, he came back with a bit of a sassy punch. Cove and his family were quite a show to listen to. You chimed in occasionally, but mostly you provided the laugh track. Yeah, we're the laugh track. We're the audience members that's just watching all this go down. Just laughing along when we're supposed to. Or at least when we find something funny. You know, I remember seeing an interesting thing, like, fact. I'm not sure if it was a fact, but an interesting little tidbit about laugh tracks. They were all recorded from, like, the audience that, like, watched sitcoms from the 50s. And then that was just the same laugh track used everywhere and everything. So when you think about it, nowadays, modern times, when you hear a laugh track in a sitcom, you're actually just hearing the laughs of dead people from the 50s. I don't know why that sounds very morbid to me, but that's just a thing I remember. I don't know. I'm going off track. I'm all over the place with this today. Oh? What's happening? Okay. Eventually, there is a rhythmic knock on the door. Oh, family, yay. Okay, let me just continue this. That's them! He said it loudly for his parents' benefit. You nodded and got up to greet your family. Yay! When you opened the door, surprisingly, there were no moms. What? It's our besties! Hey! Terry stood in front with Miranda at his side. Derek waved from behind them. Aw. So this is Terry, this is Derek, and this is Miranda. Terry and Miranda are dating, by the way. I love this for them. Hey, buddies. We came to see you two before you left. The plan would have been to go over to Kai's house next if you weren't here. Luckily, you two aren't too hard to find. What he said. And hi. Cove burst into happy laughter. Aw. His eyebrows were high in surprise, not unlike how he looked after unwrapping a nice present. Aw. Wow, thanks for coming. Aw, I love this. Hello. Kyra's voice carried through the house from the kitchen. Cliff likewise projected. Great! The whole gang will be here. Aw. Yay! We're all together just like old times. I love that. I love that for us. Okay. You heard the sound of a cabinet open and shut. A pan clattered and the faucet turned on. Hey! Finally, what you say matches what is read on there. I don't know, Derek. You're joining a breakfast party. My parents, sister, and cousin are coming over. We actually thought that you were them when you knocked. Yep, but my dad always makes a ton of food anyway. It's no problem for you guys to join. Cove waved off her concerns before pausing with a thoughtful hum. Anytime I have to, see the word hum or I hear someone going hum, I always think of the Minecraft villagers, you know? Because that's just how they sound. They're always like, you know? That's just where my mind goes. God, we're going to do Minecraft streams soon, and I'm quite excited for that. But, I gotta introduce you to my buddies for that Minecraft thing first. And then we'll see how well that project goes. It's gonna be quite a doozy. That's all I'm saying. I keep seeding this out like it's gonna happen soon, and I'm like, it should. I don't know. We'll see. Is that something you want to watch? I hope so, because I'm quite happy with how things have been going out so far, at least for my end. But we'll see how it's going on their ends. I swear, you will get to meet some of my friends through this stream. I think they're great people, and I think you'll like them. I like them, so we'll see. The only real problem is, do you have enough places for all these people to sit? He peered back into the house and started counting the dining room table, chairs, and bar stools. 5, 6. Cliff interrupted when Cove began trying to use his fingers to connect the different chairs to different guests. Don't worry. Some people can switch together on the sofas. It'll be fine. This really is the this really is gonna be a party. Whew, I am struggling to read. Oof. Well, I'd be happy to accept the invitation. Yeah, you have to be crazy to skip out on this. Thank you for making room. We're really glad you came. We're really glad that you came. That's what it says. I'm just stringing my words together as if this is what's happening. But I'm like, read what's there. Ah. It's fine. It's fine. Your three friends finally piled into the house. Before they had a chance to settle in, the doorbell rang. Only Miranda had sat down. Now that has to be them. People laughed as he walked back over to the door and opened it up. Hey, it's our family! Yay! He was right this time. It was your parents, Liz and Lee, all crowded on the front steps. Aw, I love that the fam's all getting together. Oh, just like old times. They squinted into the house and were surprised at just how many greetings were said. The sheer force of the chorus of hellos was impressive. How did they beat us here? How early did Kai call you? We're literally across the street. Terry snorted at your sister's confusion. He seemed quite pleased with himself. We were a surprise. We called ourselves. Very cool. Aw. Cliff smirked as he adjusted the settings on the stovetop. It's a little more It's a little more crowded than expected, but we're making it work. Cove led the final group to complete the picture inside, and they took the chance to greet you along with everyone else. Oh, I love that we're all together. When the excited energy buzzing around the table started to calm, you had a second to truly appreciate this view. The most important people in your life, all together again. It still felt too good to be true to have everyone here. Oh? It is quite nice when you get everybody back together. Just that, I don't know, that rush of nostalgia where it's just like everybody you love all in one place. It's nice. And then you notice that Cairo stood back up. Oh? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm already yawning. I'm not that tired. Maybe I am. I don't know. We're gonna keep going. She clapped her hands once in a satisfying smack. So like, ooh, that was good. Not that great, but that was good. I hate to interrupt, but I thought you'd want to know when the food's done cooking. We're reading that again. We're reading this again. I hate to interrupt, but I thought you'd want to know that the food's done cooking. There we go. Much better. I can read. Whew. Whew. Cliff crossed the floor to place a pile of silverware on the table, and then he dropped stuff off on other surfaces around the rest of the living room. When he was done, he gestured towards the food. Ta-da! Food! The plates are in the kitchen. Serve yourselves and sit wherever you like. Oh, that's nice. It's like Thanksgiving, but for breakfast. The guests happily formed a line, and the meal was steadily passed around. Before long, each person claimed a seat in the holding living room area. Some at the table, others on the kitchen island, some situated at the couches. Conversation trickled across the various clusters of friends as everyone dug in. Oh, I swear I'm not tired and I'm not bored. I don't know what's happening. I'm just yawning. Woo! Oh, hey. Oh, man, my Instagram's popping off today. You know what? Yeah, my Instagram, after posting about the things I got from the last few days, is popping the fuck off. Hell yeah, let's go. Cove finished his plate in record time with a pleased sigh. He put his fork down and surveyed the room. This is really cool. Just how we're getting to do this kind of thing. I like this too, Cove. I hope we'll be able to make this happen again. You probably will. Of course! There'll always be more reason to get the gang back together in the future. Yeah. The year... Yes. The two of you might even dare celebrate your year... God damn it, Liz. Yes. The two of you might even dare to celebrate your yearly anniversary. Gasp! Every year! The smirk on Liz's face grew only wider as your mom's giggled at her teasing. Ma shook her head, chuckling softer now. Liz, shush. Honestly, we just might. You've made a good point. It does come around every year. You should. We'll see. We have to talk that out. Seriously, you deserve a big celebration for your magical day. I feel like instead of our anniversary, can we do this at the wedding and then celebrate the wedding anniversary? That I feel like would be a better way of like getting all of us together. Whew. Unless of course our regular anniversary is the same time as our wedding anniversary, but we'll see. Those kind of talks I haven't seen yet, but I'd love to have them. The kids are right. You've got a lot of people who want to appreciate you. You just gotta give them a chance. It's true. I know I have a lot to thank you for. There were more nods of agreement around the room, and your moms took each other's hands for support. Neither were expecting so much encouragement. We'll think about it. She'll think about it, and I'll tell Lonnie to stop thinking so hard if she doesn't agree. Pam! I love those two. I love our moms. They're so sweet. Good job, Mom. Now, with that settled, let us continue to enjoy this perfect gathering. No. Wait, who else would make this perfect? I was like, yeah, no, let's enjoy this. And I'm like, actually, you want to know who else being here would make this extra perfect? I want to know what I say about this. Because now I'm curious about this second option. Who else isn't here? We got our 3 friends. We got our cousin. We got our sister. We got our moms. We have Cove's parents. We have Cove. Who else are we missing? I want to know. I want to know what this says. Amazing as this was, you couldn't help but think of absent faces. In seconds, everyone curiously turned their attention to you. Right? Aww. Shiloh, I think, long gone. Jeremy, I don't remember. Baxter was not well liked by Cove. I don't remember Jeremy. Holy shit, I do not remember Jeremy. This is bad. Especially if that's one of the names we're giving out. Jeremy, Our Life. I gotta search this up. I do not remember him. Oh no. Oh, Jeremy is not it. Was Jeremy yeah, Jeremy was the rude boy, apparently. Okay. Yeah, I think Jeremy was the rude boy that we liked to make fun of. Yeah. Yeah, I think Jeremy was the rude boy. Huh. Okay, so not Jeremy. I think Shiloh would be the best answer here. Cause I'm like, okay, so Jeremy was the rude boy that kind of didn't want care about any of us being here, right? Baxter was not that well liked by Cove. Shiloh, our adorable friend. Yeah, I'm gonna say Shiloh. Our adorable friend from childhood who we have not seen in a long time. It would be perfect if he was there. We'd all get to know him. Just sweet boy. Oh well, I mean, it's a thing. It happens. Okay. Okay. A loud snort came from Liz before she slapped a hand over her mouth. Her shoulders trembled with laughter at your suggestion. Oh, Kai, I'm really not so sure about that. But I guess I am a little curious about what ended up happening to him. Honestly, I bet he's doing well. He was a bright kid. I am curious about what would happen to him had we all stayed in touch and, like, we all got to grow up with him. Eh, I wondered. Cove shrugged, listening to the thread of conversation. When you caught his gaze, he smiled softly. Yeah. And he hoped that wherever Shiloh was, he was doing as well as you, Cove, and Liz. Honestly, though. Jeremy doesn't care for us, and we never saw him again except for that one time when he was just complaining. Baxter is just a friend of ours, but I know Cove did not enjoy him, but I'm like, and it's too bad Baxter's missing from this. I want to see what he says. I want to see what Cove says at this point, because I'm like, Baxter was he was a good friend. Mind you, definitely flirtatious with everyone, so I was like, you know? Hey. Cove turned to you with a genuinely thoughtful look. He rubbed his forearm. Oh no. He rubbed at his forearm while he composed his words. It'd be kind of interesting to see what Baxter would be like now. I think I wouldn't mind seeing him again. Though, it'd probably be awkward. Yeah, that's what I think too. I just want to know. Ooh, yeah! Baxter was that cool guy with the eye, shirt, and the fancy rental car, right? I liked him. He was pretty nice. We're not including Jeremy, because we only saw Jeremy once, and he was so mean. That's it. There was a playfulness in Kyra's stare as she scanned the room. She slowly placed her index finger on her chin. Now that I think of it, there's something I haven't done in a while. Oh no. I'm intrigued, also a little scared. What's happening? Kyra, Mom, what's going on? Eyebrows raised at Kyra's incomplete thought. She was wordlessly urged to continue. Kyra didn't hesitate. Look through all the photos Cliff has here. Wouldn't that be fun for all of us? Oh, that'd be good. Oh, yes. I like this decision. I like this thing. Let's go. What? Mom, why would you say that? Practically all those photos are of me. And that's why. Embarrassing my baby boy is just one of the perks of being a mom. That's cute, but can we actually look more at his baby photos? That would be so cute. I want to see more of Baby Cove, even though we technically grew up with him and we already saw Baby Cove. I just like looking at pictures. Let's go. Let's embarrass our fiance. That'd be funny. Ah, it's okay. Much to Cove's dismay, his mom was thoroughly entertained by his outbursts. I mean, that's what you get, buddy. She winked in your direction. Thanks, Kyra. Love you. Meanwhile, yes! Yes! Cliff eagerly stood up with a wave of proud affection for his son and completely missed Kyra's teasing intent. I think that's a great idea. Anyone else interested in the pictures? Hell yeah, I'm interested. Please, I need to see it. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. Yes! Thank you. Lee shot her hand up before Cliff could even take a full step. Terry and Miranda snuck each other a glance before nodding with matching grins. Yeah, that sounds swell. That would be lovely, Cliff. Mom tried to hide her amusement behind her hand, but she couldn't stop the snicker that slipped out. Oh boy. Yay. I want to see them all. Dude, I want to see them. It's cute. It's been too long since I last saw Little Cove. Oh. Mr. Holden met your gaze with a soft look that told you he was thinking the same thing. Aw. I bet this'll be a gold mine of entertainment. Cove buried his face in his hands and sighed slowly. His shoulders deflated in defeat. Fine, we can take a look. Everyone happy with picture time? Yay! Yes! Aww. They both excitedly raised a fist in victory. Small cheers from your friends and family worked their way around the room, and even you bounced to your feet excitedly. Oh, Mr. Holden flipped open. Oh my God! Words, English, I can read. Flipped open his faded album of physical pictures. Yeah. He held it up to his face. The corners of his eyes crinkled, and though the book covered much of his face, you were certain he was smiling fondly. But he didn't keep it to himself long, laying the family album on the dining table. You and the rest of the party gathered around to take a peek. Oh, it's so cute! I'm so happy we said yes to this. I'm excited. The first picture on the first page was Baby Cove in a cute little onesie. Aw. There were 7 coos and ahs from the group, and Cliff's eyes were shiny with tears as he sniffled. Aw, Baby Cove. He's grown so much. Even as a baby, you looked unimpressed. Honestly, Cove's such a cute kid. That's my darling angel. Honestly, though, how precious. Oh, it's so freaking cute. I'm like, oh, how precious. Look at your sweet baby face. At that, Cove's pout twisted into a shy smile. Do you even realize you were the cutest baby? People say that about every baby. His answer was mumbled, accompanied by a roll of his eyes. I think you're pretty cute. I think you are the cutest baby I've ever seen. How dare you? How dare you? Pressing your lips into a hard line, you firmly shook your head. I have eyes, and they've concluded that you are the most adorable baby. Cove lightly swatted your words away. Despite his attempts to deny your claims, there's a happy shine to his whole demeanor. I hope he's happy, because I'm thinking you're so fucking adorable. I'm like, look at him! How can you not think he's cute? Baby Cove. After breakfast and the photo showcase, everyone decided to stick around. Hanging around Mr. Holden's house turned into taking a walk around the neighborhood. And then, for lunch, you switched over to your mom's condo. Hey, we're back home. Nice. It was a really good time, enjoying each other's company. But eventually, the sun began to set, and there was nothing else to delay your friends and family from going home. Inside your mom's house, the home you had been raised in, the group was taking their time saying their goodbyes. It was tough for you, your family, your friends. You knew it was weighing on the mood. It'd be some time before you'd see each other once again. Well, you see each other again. This music is such a juxtaposition to what's happening. So I'm like, this is like turned into quite a somber mood because they're like, it's a bittersweet moment that it takes so much planning to be able to have all your family and friends together in one place, or we all just get together. But then this music is like happy-go-lucky type of thing. It's such a weird contrast. And I'm like, you don't pay attention to the music as much when you read this type of things, so you're just into it. But damn, when you pay attention to the music and then you read what's on the screen, it's such a weird contrast. Or maybe that's just a me thing. I'm not sure. But that's what I'm thinking about now. It was a pleasure having you all here, and you're welcome to come around again, anytime. Ma wrapped an arm around Mom with a light chuckle. Mom leaned her head gently into her wife, and they both beamed. Aw, moms. Absolutely. We know we are all adults with our own hectic lives, but we appreciate the time taken to visit. Snorting. Oh. Liz crossed her arms. She leaned one hip out to the side while her lips curled teasingly. Oh no, I'm scared. God. I was a little worried about what she was going to say next. You make it sound like this was such a struggle. Some of these people still live here, and it was a vacation for everyone else. Even so, it was very thoughtful, and I hope everyone has a safe trip home. Kyra clapped a hand on Cliff's shoulder. He was puzzled as she leaned in so he could hear her. That means you too. It's dangerous crossing the street. Remember to look both ways. Hey now, I love the fact that these two are in such a better place in their relationship that they can joke and be around each other and still be there for their son, despite the fact that, their marriage just didn't work out. And hey, they're happier now. I love that. Yeah. Good luck with all the important grown-up things I'm sure you'll have to do once you're all out of here. Definitely. I'll give updates next time something exciting happens. Or something lame so I can vent about it. How nice. I'm glad Glee won't be forgetting the little people. Never ever. Aw, Lee. I'll keep in touch too. Aw. You better. Okay. Well, me and Randy aren't going too far, so we'll keep an eye on the town for the rest of you. Nothing will get past us. Aw. Right. We'll make sure everything is okay. No need to worry at all. That's very kind of you. Miranda and Terry gave each other pleased smiles, already committing to their self-appointed task. Derek scratched the back of his head, wearing a pensive look. Oh? It's always sad when I have to leave this town. It happens too often. But at least there'll be people looking out for Sunset Bird. That makes me feel better about it. Aw, Derek. You sweetheart. I love you. You're just so sweet and so kind. I love that we're all friends with you. Good peeps, man. After a pause, Mr. Holden gave the younger folks a thumbs up. That's all great. You've got a lot to be proud of, and a lot to be looking forward to. Well said, Cliff. I'm thankful that I've been privileged to witness the growth you've undergone over the years. You've each matured beautifully. Aw, that's so sweet. Cove was touched by his parents' word and struggled to come up with something to follow. Yeah, it's been good seeing everyone. No one had taken this step yet, and you couldn't put this off any longer. It was time to say goodbye. Aw. I'm so glad we got to do this. Me too. Today was even better than I imagined. Aw. I don't know what we're gonna do without the kids around. I know, they keep us young. We're not that old. Some of us still got it. She winked at Cliff teasingly, and he shook his head. Both of your moms laughed at that. Bleh. And you caught several more cracks of your smiles among your friends. Oh, guys, this is making me feel all soft and squishy. Afterwards, oh dear, there was more sniffling and hugs, a lot of hugs. Then people started trailing out into the street, seeing others off. Your friends and family got into their cars and left the neighborhood. By the time things had fully settled, you realized the sun had set. Earlier, you and Cove decided on having a car pick you both up. Neither of you wanted to bother your parents after such a long day. It would be a little while longer before it would be there, though. It was the right choice, as both sets of parents shot you weary looks. The four seemed ready to call it a night. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time to rest. Go take care of you first. We'll figure it out on our own. We'll figure out how to take care of ourselves. You don't need to worry anymore. It didn't take either you or Cove very long to assure them that it was okay to head home and to go to bed. With one more round of goodnight and goodbyes, your families returned to the condos. No. Then the only people left on the street were you and Cove. Cove closed his eyes, humming happily, while he waited for it to pass. He stared up at the sky. Cove's hands were in his pockets, and his shoulders were relaxed when he caught your attention with a tilt of his head. Can you guess what I'm thinking? Well, at that moment, you were in the neighborhood you grew up in together, with some time to spare. The corner of your mouth curled into a grin. Cove made things too easy for you. That the fireflies are out? Right. Do you want to go to the poppy hill before we leave? Always. There was an eager bounce in your step as you and Cove crossed over toward the hill behind your mom's house. Side by side, you stared at the view in awe. Oh, this is so cute. This is so sweet and so pretty. Oh. Oh. As you imagined, the hill was dotted with glowing firefly light. It perfectly reflected the memories of childhood held closely in your mind. Cove sighed contentedly, seeing them across the hill, weaving in around the blades of grass and the stars above. Cove cocked his head to the side before his expression twisted playfully when he met your eye. You were about to prod him about what was on his mind when he took off running. Oh, be careful. I bet I'll catch one first. Oh, it is on. I'm competitive enough to try to do this. We're gonna do this. I'm getting it. I got it. Kicking up a bit of dirt and leaves, you bolted in the opposite direction after a few fireflies that captured your attention. The first one that flitted into your range, you dove for it. Did you get one? It escaped between your fingers, but that didn't dim a second of your fun. You shook your head, trying to find your next target. The next one. I can feel it. Unless you're feeling my future victory. Ah! Don't be so cocky there. I got tricks too. Don't worry. I can feel us being able to do it. Out of the corner of your eye, you watch Clove get spun nearly around, falling one that was staying just out of reach. Chuckling, you crouched down low, searching the air. The pursuit of fireflies continued until a handful had been caught. Cove crossed over to you with a bright grin that could rival every twinkling bug and star around you. Cupped between both of his hands, Cove carefully held a firefly. Oh. The corner of his mouth twisted before a few giggles escaped him, and you knew that feeling well. The way the firefly would buzz around, tickling the palms of your hands. No, this is sweet. Cove's eyelids fluttered open, meeting yours. He watched you with a complicated mix of emotions, heavy with the weight of 15 years of history, of memories. It's really a relief that I got to see the fireflies. This trip wouldn't have felt complete without it. You're so right. The light breeze tousled your hair. Content, you were grateful that Cove made the suggestion. If he hadn't done this, I would have felt like something was missing once I got home. Me too. Taking a deep breath, Cove held your eye. He appeared to be conflicted about what he wanted to say next, and you waited for him to make his choice. It's so strange not to live here anymore. Most of my life, neither of us were ever really away from Sunset Bird. Well, unless one of us went on a trip somewhere. Or when both of our families took trips together. Remember that? He chuckled, losing himself to fond reminiscing. You couldn't help but match his grin. I like that one road trip a lot. Though, I don't think we could all squish into that RV again. We're way too big. Laughing, Cove shook his head. His brow creased the longer he sat with thoughts spinning in his brain. Those visits back then with my mom, I remember what a big deal they felt like then. To be away without anyone else coming for a whole few weeks. Oh, how little I knew. Hey, did you used to tell your mom about me when you were on those trips to see her? You were so innocent then, or you nodded. I'm gonna go with the first one. I mean, it feels, this is the question I feel like I gotta ask now. Thrown a little off kilter, Cove hadn't expected that question at all. Both of his eyebrows raised. part of you wondered if you had somehow spoken gibberish instead. Honestly, I've been wondering about it since I was 13. Cairo always kept the details to herself, and you never said a word either. Mostly, I just tell her about the times we hung out. And since you were obviously there when things happened, I didn't have to tell you too. That's true. But, I would be really enthusiastic about it when I was telling her what happened, because, you know, you were an important friend to me. The time we spent together was important. So, I definitely would have been embarrassed if my mom told you any of that. I really appreciate that she kept it to herself. Oh, I think that's nice. All of it. Thanks. Thank you for telling me. Oh, oh, so sweet. Finally, Cove parted his hands and released the firefly back into the hill. It flew up around his face before darting away up into the sky, but your gaze was fixated on him. Oh, what's wrong? What happened? There was one touch of wistfulness in his features when he watched the bug disappear into the night. It wasn't until Cove turned his attention back to you that his demeanor warmed. Okay, I'm ready to go now. I think I'm ready too. Are you sure? Yeah. It's just goodbye for a little while. That's a nice way of thinking about it. There'll be more nights like this someday. Trailing a few steps behind Cove, you looked back down the hill. You spotted your childhood home immediately. I'm grateful we could come home here and see how things are without us. It was nice. It really was. Oh. I like this little nostalgia trip where we all just get to visit back home, see how things are, and just be like, this is nice. It's nice to see everyone again, nice to hang out, nice to just reminisce and relax and be with everyone again. It's so sweet. Such a nice cozy vibe. With Cove right there along with you, you made your way down the hill. With the same stars above trailing the way, your last night and sunset bird was closing out. Oh, we're back at the hotel. We're back at the hotel room. And we are already asleep. Okay, cool. You were lost deep within a dream, adrift in the current of your unconscious mind. Cove was with you, even there, his presence strong as your mind flitted from scene to scene, the logic of the conscious mind, of the conscious world melting around you. I swear I can read. Please bear with me. Something jolted you from your slumber. The visions you constructed slipping away even as you scrambled to catch them. It had been a good dream. What were we dreaming about? I'd love to know. I mean, we never actually get to see the visual representation of what our dreams would have been in this case. But I do wonder, what was so good about the dream? What's happening? You opened your eyes to an unlit, unfamiliar ceiling. The darkness permeated the room so thoroughly that you were sure it was still the middle of the night. Oh? If it's the middle of the night, then why did we wake up? I'm confused. As your eyes adjusted to what little light there was to catch on to, a smiling face cozied itself right above you. There he was. Good morning. The grin was bright enough to make it seem like maybe the sun had risen after all. Wow, it is my dream come true. Wow, it's my dream come true. Honestly, though, I'd be like, oh, it's my dream come true. What you got off your sleeve today? Please stop being a morning. I'm going with this. This one just feels right to me. Naturally, you weren't surprised to see him. But that didn't stop you from enjoying it every time. I mean, yeah, I'd be excited to see my partner all the time. Why wouldn't you? His expression softened at your voice. Aww. Oh. The tender affection in his gaze obvious despite the dim space. I mean, I'm gonna be affectionate, man. I'm gonna do it. Propping yourself up on your elbows, you leaned in towards him. Cove read with the intent of your movement and bent down, meeting you halfway in a kiss. Yay! So cute, so sweet, so sweet. Would you have preferred me to wake you up by tapping on the window? Haha, you're so funny. That's Seriously, really? Cove simply smirked, amused by his own wit. Of course you are. I mean, you really should have expected this was gonna happen. Fine. Shame on me because you got me more than once. I'd hope you might have outgrown it. I did. I was waiting for it. Way more than once. Okay. Alright, you woke me up for something. Give me your pitch, and I'll see if it's better than sleeping. Well, this is our last day here. Everyone else might still be asleep, but if we got up now, we can at least see the neighborhood. Do you want to? Of course, with you, definitely. The reason you didn't tell, and the reason that you didn't tell me this plan last night is, here we go yet again. Doubt I have a choice here. Second one, because I'm cheesy and a romantic. I am a hopeless romantic. I'm gonna do it. As much as I do love to sleep, I'm be like, if I'm gonna do it with someone, I'm gonna do it with you. Always. Great. Then he held out one of those hands to help you get up too. Lift me, please. I don't want to do anything. I need the big strong man to do it. Please. Cove complied, crouching down to scoop you up and before gently setting you down again. Thank you. Before you could head out, you and Cove both needed to get dressed. You did so quietly. The strangeness of the hour meant that your body seemed less coordinated than usual. Each article of clothing, a new puzzle, but you managed it. The two of you were eventually ready to head out into the wild world. Dawn still hadn't broken when you left the hotel, yet it was easy enough to get a ride down into Sunset Bird. The journey was peaceful. You might have expected sleep to attempt to claim you once again, with the sky so dark, but Cove's excited energy was infectious. Oh, we're back here again. So cute, so sweet. The morning was finally starting to come over Sunset Bird as you arrived, almost like the sun itself wanted to be there to welcome you. Cove turned toward you, his eyes sparkling with anticipation. One more summer beach trip? You were sorely tempted to tease him, but his eager expression was just too pure. Sure, one more. You could have taken your time getting there, dawdling under the morning sun, or you could have taken the short walk at a regular pace. And both of those would have been just right for some other occasion. But this time, without either of you saying a word, you and Cove set off sprinting. Just like, let's just run down to the beach like we were kids one last time. Then we can get everything out. The two of you tore gleefully down the street towards the beach, as excited and as ungainly as the kids you'd once been. You were laughing with joy at the absurdity of it all, Being here at the break of dawn with a boy who you once discovered on a nearby hill, who never completely grew up. As it was still early, you did your best to keep the noise down. To the side, you saw Cove covering his mouth to stifle his own giggles, similarly aware of the people sleeping in the condos around you. You thought of what the mean old not grandparents would have said if they could see you now. All you could do was continue running and stumbling down towards the beach, away from the residences and their sleeping occupants. We're here. We're at the beach. Right. It was only a few minutes before you arrived at the expansive ocean shore. This is so pretty. Guys, this is so pretty. I know we didn't do much, but it's I like this. Just a nice little time to catch up with everyone. This is so pretty. You just want me. It's not full, you're just being lazy. Sorry. My laptop keeps saying that my storage is full, but I'm like, there's not much in here. You're just being lazy. You just don't want to do things because you want more money. Stop it. It's not gonna happen. Ever. It's fine. It was only a few minutes. Oh, wait, I already read this. I'm so sorry. Cove kicked off his shoes and strode right into the water, not stopping until his feet were completely submerged, or at least were entirely submerged, and the waves tickled his ankles. I'm getting into the water. Come on, I gotta join him. It's just a nice, sweet moment for us. After slipping your shoes off, you let the sea flow around you. It was cool against your skin, but not as cold as when the wave pulled back and your wet feet were exposed to the air again. The two of you stood there, watching as the sun continued its ascent over the horizon. Silence fell between you until finally dawn had fully broken. Even then, Cove spoke in a whisper. I can't believe it's over. How are we already at this point? It all went by too fast. Honestly, yeah. This went by quick. I genuinely don't know how long this game is supposed to be, but I'm excited. I'm happy and excited to see what the rest of this is going to be like. Thank you for coming along with me for this ride, though. A ghost of a smile crept over Cove's face, like the sun peeking out between the clouds on an overcast day. Oh, this is a new angle. This is cute. I'm gonna save this. This is a new angle was not expecting. But I won't lie. It looks like a different art style now with this one, but I don't mind it. Cove reached out and enveloped your hand in his, pressing your palms together tightly. He really does look like a like a real different human being when he's like face to face like this instead of, I don't know. It looks different. The silence returned just for a second. I'm glad we came this morning and that we came on this whole visit back. Oh, he's crying. Oh, he's tearing up. Oh. But more than anything, I'm glad for ending up in this town, the first place where I got to grow up with a really nice neighbor. Oh, Cove. I wouldn't have wanted any other life. I'm most grateful for meeting you, too. Oh, guys, this is actually gonna make me cry. This is so freaking sweet. Oh. Cove looked over at you out of the corner of his eye, not turning his face away from the sea. His expression was full of affection, from the gentle curve of his smile to his clear, contented brow. It was a stark contrast to the tears rolling down his cheeks. Oh, oh, I love you. This moment is making me feel so soft. Oh, guys, it's so sweet. Oh, you counted yourself lucky, even though you were leaving now. This place had gifted you with so much that you'd carry with you wherever life might take you. The memories you've made, the lessons you've learned, the people you built relationships with. You keep those pieces in your life and Sunset Bird forever. You stood with Cove, silently watching as the bright rays swept away the last of the night's shadow until the day truly arrived. Oh, love confession at the break of dawn. It's so sweet. Oh, new music. I'm vibing. I'm into it. I like it. Okay. I like this. This is a nice little outro music thing. Okay. I want to listen to this forever now. Your spirits were high as the sun rose ever higher in the sky. I'm just vibing to this music now. I know I have to continue, but damn, I like this. I'ma just dance along to it. Okay. Alright. Let's go. The two of you had found yourself meandering back to the neighborhood street on sandy feet, strolling down the path just as you'd done thousands of times before. Meandering is such a weird word, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to feel about it, no? And yet, it's a word that exists. I don't know. I don't like it, and it's just a weird word to me. This is where it all started. You were compelled to look at the exact spot you'd first encountered Mr. Holden, sitting dejected on the curb. He wasn't like that anymore. Still, you couldn't forget the day it began, just as you couldn't believe what adventure it led to. Things had never been the same since that moment, and you couldn't be happier for it. Your mental lingering on that meeting had turned physical, causing you to stop in your tracks. It was only when you heard Cove's voice calling your name that you remembered when you were and realized what you'd done. And what a present it was. A shining sky, a shining sun, a clear blue sky, and Cove by your side. All the most natural things in the world. So, what's the next step? You watch Cove expectantly, waiting for him to guide you forward from here. There was a crinkle around his eyes as he laughed. It's up to you now. You're giving me too much power. Aren't you worried about it going to my head? Cove smirked, shaking his head. Don't worry about it. I'm listening. So go ahead. His eyes met yours, holding your gaze. I believe in you. Oh, that's so sweet. No matter how much time might pass, there are some things that you could count on to be constant. Cove, your family, his family, and all your other loved ones being there for you when you needed it. It was one of those things. When you needed it was one of those things. Since the beginning and for always. Knowing they were there, and you would never truly be alone, made the future look all that much brighter. I just want to wait and see what happens. The world was full of possibilities, even in this little town. You never knew what you might stumble across, even in the places you knew best, if you kept your eyes and mind open. Cove nodded, his gaze shifting from you to roam across the little place that you'd both call home. There's a lot that there's a lot that's still out there in the world. A lot of different ways things could go in the future. But for this, I think that'd be the perfect choice. You beamed, his approval of your suggestion lifting your spirits ever higher. Your days growing up in Sunset Bird had been so wonderful. Even the prospect of leaving again made your chest ache. Yet you weren't going to let that stop you. It would be hard, but you knew that it would still be there, waiting, whenever you wanted to return. Facing Cove, who'd been by your side through it all, you knew that one day you'd look back on these moments now, just as you fondly reminisced on your childhood growing up here. Each happy moment you experienced became only a memory of what used to be. But that was what life was, and it was okay. As it was from the beginning, and continuing that way for always, life took another step forward. Wait. This is it. This is the final. No! Guys. Guys, I want to get that last thing. I want to get that last image again, because I think that would be... That. That is my ending. Oh, guys, I'm a little soft. Guys, it's over. Sorry, I really wanted to get that last thing there again. I really like that. Thank you for beginning a life here. It's one hell of a way of putting it, man. Thank you for beginning a life here. It's... Oh, guys, it's over. I'm kind of sad now. Honestly, though. But, oh, I don't mind. I'm quite happy with where we are. crazy to think that this is all over. You know? It's been so long. I was not expecting this kind of just be over. I'm in so many feels right now of just wow, it's done. It's done. We've finished the game. But damn, I mean, that last mention was just thank you for beginning a life here. Where like, yeah, you have lived an entirely your whole life in this one place in your childhood, and you've grown up and you've gotten to see more of the world and you've gotten to figure things out, and you're able to have that connection that those with your family and friends to end it on. Instead of thank you for playing our game, this is the end, it's thank you for beginning a life here, to remind you of the endless possibilities of what life can be like. I kind of love that as an ending to a game, but now I'm a little sad because it's over. We finished our life, and I'm quite happy though. I'm so happy to see this ending. But now, unfortunately, we have to move on. Okay. So, here's what I'm thinking after. Oh god, that was a good game. Such a profound thing to end it on. It's thank you for beginning a life here. Because yes, you may have like grown up and gotten your own life. You have lived an entire life, but that was as a kid. Now you get to figure things out for yourself. See what adult life is going to be like for you. It may feel like the world is ending and you're just kind of like feeling the nostalgia rush through you. To remember that your life is still, you're not even halfway through your life. You are still just beginning life. It's a nice message and something I kind of need the reminder of. As a 23-year-old, post-grad now, because, I've officially been out of college for about a year now. It's nice to know, like, hey, after you've lived an entire life and you kind of gain the certain, like, fundamentals of who you are as a person, there is still more of life to go. You are still just beginning. So, I love that. I love that as a message at the end. But it's over now. So I'm going to talk to you guys a bit more about the schedule moving on here. I'm going to try to do What Remains of Edith Finch with you guys. We're going to do Deltarune again, but this time we're going to try to do a Snowgrave in Chapter 2. We'll see how well that goes. I am going to try to fight more in our second time of playing Deltarune. We'll see some fan games that I know was sent over to me in chat. I don't remember who it was, but thank you to that person who did that. Remember, we still are trying to get to our next follower goal. Our ultimate goal of this whole thing is that we're trying to hit 50 soon, hopefully sometime this year. I believe we can do it. We can work something out. In the meantime, on our way to 50, I've set some follower goals up. Our next goal that we're trying to hit is here, 35 followers. At 35 followers, we're going to be doing a Hogwarts house quiz. One, so we could figure out what my Hogwarts house would personally be. And then we're also going to try to figure out what your Hogwarts house is going to be. We're taking 2 different quizzes for that. At least for me, it's going to be 2 different. For you guys, you're only going to take the second one. At 45 followers, we're going to be doing a Lego building stream. Because I do have a little baggie of Legos that I want to build with you guys. 50 followers, which is our ultimate goal, again. You guys get to decide what we do for chat at 50. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm honestly surprised I could not go longer than this, but hey, that's just the way it be. Man. Anyway, Thank you for coming to today's stream. I do love and appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't hit the follow button already and you did enjoy what we did today, or you just want to support, you just want to see what else we do here, please hit the follow button. It's entirely free. And it's right there. You know, you get a nice little banner somewhere around here that says you're following, and you get to join. In chat right now is a forever invite to our new Discord server made by the wonderful BCD. Shout out to them. They're a great follower who've made a new Discord server for us all. So that's fun. If you want to follow me on other social media accounts, they are all linked in my bio. I've got TikTok, I've got Instagram. YouTube is mostly just been for all of the VODs from all the streams I've done in the past while that I've been here. And then if you're feeling a little spicy and you want to see an account that I haven't actively posted anything on, but you still want to follow anyway, you can follow me over on Tumblr. TikTok is mostly just messing around with filters, shopping hauls, and mystery unboxings. Instagram, I post about my Funko Pop collection. I also just repost some stuff from TikTok. Obviously, I said YouTube is for all of the VODs, and then I have not used Tumblr. But that was just me being a fangirl on Tumblr. But anyway, thank you all so much for coming to today's stream. I do love and appreciate you all so much. Honestly, overwhelming amount of support. The fact that we got to 30 at this point blows my mind, and thank you all so much. It's been an interesting year, you know, trying to figure out what I want to do in life, really who I am as a person, and what I really want out of life. Thank you for allowing me to do that. Hopefully soon I've got a special project that I've been working on. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. It is definitely going to be a bit more different than you're used to, but I think you'll have fun. It is going to be the most angsty bullshit I've ever done, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you all for coming to today's stream. I love and appreciate you all so much. I'm going to transition you over to some music now. Thank you all for coming to today's stream. You are absolute rock stars. I love you all. Genuinely, I do not know what else I would do after finishing Our Life. I kind of want to continue, but I also don't know. So, I'm going to end stream here. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I'm going to go. I'm actually about to lose my voice. It's been a while. Transition. Bye, guys. Bye.